And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matches. Welcome to 2K Sports for another DA.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for the Mavericks, they've got Maxi Kleber, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Porzingis in at the power forward position. Lillard way outside. From deep, Porzingis with the rebound. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Shoots from 12. Hardaway, no good. Lillard against Hardaway. Lets the 3 fly, and Lillard gets it to go. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Nurkic the pass to Giles. McCollum outside. Lillard with it. Back to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Nurkic. And no good. Trying to use the glass. A pass to Porzingis.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard from deep. They get the rebound. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Doncic looking it over. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Porzingis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Marjanovic. Portland also making some changes. Norman Powell comes in for Harry Giles. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Here's Simons. Banked in off the glass.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Now Doncic. Here's Brunson. He makes the Johnny from the left block.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Porzingis with the block. They get it back, and it's good for 2. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. In the corner, it's Richardson. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Fly foul comes in for Porzingis. And it's Nicolo Melli in for Maxi Kleber. Cantor checked in for Portland. Collins comes in for McCollum. Now here's Doncic. Shoots from the line and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Doncic has got his second basket. Here's Simons. 1:11 left in the first quarter of the game. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Cantor's shot is off.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Powell kicks to Lillard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
The consistency of Lillard with his consistent probing on the defense, he's become Mr. Reliable at a very young age.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first. Lillard from outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Brunson scanning the floor. To the inside. Melli. It's tipped.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. Clearing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. From deep three-point range, Mavericks with the rebound.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Richardson, no luck. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Marjanovic checked in for Nicolo Melli. And Portland with a change here, too. Giles checked in for Collins. But they get it back. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Kanter.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Kanter gets a lot of his points this way.
Back to Brunson. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Jalen Brunson. And Portland with a change here, too. Anthony's checked in. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Kanter's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Richardson attacking, and it's denied. Outside Anthony, pass to Kanter. Back to Anthony, all sorts of time, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Pass to Kleba. Looking to end the run. Not going to go that time, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Anthony kicks to Kanter. That's tipped. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Portland now. Anthony, the pass to Giles. Here's Simons. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's Portland. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. The pass to Giles. McCollum outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Simons, the pass to Giles. Clock is at 3. And that one goes long. For Dallas, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Richardson kicks to Hardaway. Truth, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Josh Richardson. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard scanning the floor. From deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Lillard's got 6 here in this quarter.
His three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the team honest.
The 3 for Doncic. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Portland the other way.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing that that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And the first one drops.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Simons surveying the D. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Doncic. And right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
And how about the use of that final possession? Perfect.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And there's Porzingis. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. McCollum passes to Giant. Back to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lillard. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Lillard's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Trailblazers.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Passes it to Carmelo. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Porzingis. Josh Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That
Kawhi's
is.
got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
For the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Harry Giles. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Dallas calls timeout.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around. Oh, man, an underrated big man. Nurkic, I mean, his brute strength is intimidating to deal with on both ends.
A nice shot by Melly. Melly's got his first 2 points.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Richardson against McCollum. Down low, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Pass to Marjanovic. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Richardson. Here's Melly. Rebounded by Anthony.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Cullen passes to Simons. Knocked away. Outside Anthony. Oh, Covington in position. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Porzingis comes in for Nicolo Melli. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Richardson. In the corner, it's Kleber. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Covington dishes to Nurkic. The three from McCollum. Here's the three. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Dwight Powell. And Doncic is subbed in for Maxi Kleber. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. And it's Derek Jones in for McCollum.
Well, you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Launches it. And it's Simons missing. Mavericks trail by 13. Brunson finds Porzingis. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Lillard's checked in for Portland. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Doncic against Powell. 20 feet out. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Doncic. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Brunson against Lillard. And Jones slams it home.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Pass to Doncic. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Lillard, the pass to Kanter. This one for three. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 11. And we'll get going after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins is out there with Giles, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Here's Brunson. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Brunson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Mavs. Now here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving the shot.
Brunson against Lillard. Brunson, good.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Lillard fires away from way outside. The long-distance three is buried. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Down by 12. Here's Doncic. And he drops it in from the low post.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Porzingis. Makes it off the glass.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Back to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Doncic finds Brunson. Beyond the arc. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Doncic.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Lillard, the pass to Giles. The shot's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
All the officials are all over that one.
Free throw dropped from Marjanovic. And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. Nurkic checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. Three-pointer, Lillard. Kleba with the rebound.
I mean, with all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around the neck. I mean, somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 12 points here in the second half. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic outside. Rebound by Anthony. Trailblazers leading by 11. Lillard with it. Hardaway picks him up. They grab their own miss. Giles kicks to Lillard. Fires the three. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hardaway from outside. But they'll get another chance. Doncic outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Portland.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you know, looking back in all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
And a deep three from Lillard. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Fires for three. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Shot and game clock separated by 5. From deep. Lillard misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And, all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up, the Nuggets taking on the Mavericks. It's great to be with you on a Monday. D.A.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, they've got Jamal Murray. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. And Doncic gets it to go. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here. Greg, great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Well, you look at Porzingis, guys, and he's capable of scoring from anywhere. I mean, this guy's versatility really impressive.
Outside for Murray. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. 5 on the clock. The 3 for Doncic. Porter pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked. Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
On the wing, Hardaway. Martin defending, and Hardaway gets it to go.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
And that one drops.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
Murray against Doncic. Murray, good. Murray's got 6. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Finney Smith. Right side, Porzingis. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Count it. 6 points for him.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
Murray surveying the D. Passes to Jokic. Over Porzingis, and it's in off the backboard.
Jokic is such a developed offensive player. He's really good at taking advantage of these mid-range spots.
Doncic outside. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Murray against Doncic. The Mavericks leading. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. Hardaway with a wide open look. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Boy, a promising mid-range game that's highlighted by strong fundamentals and mechanics. Hardaway Jr., a productive scorer.
Now here's Murray. He's got 6. Jokic high post. He's against Porzingis. Here's Murray. Back to Jokic. Over Porzingis. Rebounded by Hardaway.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Porzingis can't hit.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Barton. Nice D from Doncic.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving into the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, and I think another key, guys, will be can they continue to hit that mid.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Morris against Brunson. And there's the pass to Melly. Back to Brunson. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Floats it up for Millsap. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Here's Richardson. Dallas again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And that's going to be a treble. So both teams making some changes here. The Mavericks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Brunson. Powell down low. Millsap's there. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Dwight Powell certainly is high energy, and his hops help him a lot inside.
Denver calls timeout. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
The Nuggets trail. Millsap kicks to McGee. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And it's tied up with that one.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Runs in the pass to Cauley-Stein. Now here's Richardson, covered by Morris. Shoots. Dallas, no good that time either. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Bull, and stolen by Richardson. Here's Powell. Finished off the break. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
And, you know, Powell is an excellent athlete, easily leaking out in transition and making himself a big target to throw the ball to.
Morris outside to the paint. Millsap inside, guarded by Hardaway. Morris, no good. For Dallas, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Richardson kicks to Cauley-Stein. Morris against Richardson. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Morris dishes to Murray. Pass to Bull. Outside for Murray. Lays it up off the glass. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Back to Cauley-Stein. Kicks it out to Richardson. Inside. And it's Cauley-Stein. That time on the assist by Richardson. Cauley-Stein's got his first points in this one. And here is Morris. And stolen by Richardson. And
now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Doncic kicks to Kleba. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Pass to Porzingis. Elbow shot. He can't get that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Here's Rivers. Reverses for the lead. The Mavericks pull it in. A clear look for Hardaway. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Hardaway has got 6.
You know, so active on the offensive end is Hardaway Jr. You can tell he feels comfortable taking quick shots like that one.
Barton passes to Jokic. Over Porzingis. Jokic, no good. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Hardaway from outside. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far. Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Doncic with it. Picked up by Rivers. And Kleba slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Doncic. The pass to Porzingis, stolen by Gordon. And now the Nuggets, fast break for the lead. And Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Rivers dishes to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Nelly is checked in for Dallas. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Now, here's Doncic. He's tightly guarded. Good on the shot. Doncic has got 8 points.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Green left side. There's a minute left in the third quarter. Here's Barton, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Very reliable scoring close to the basket. Barton, somebody you have to defend at all times.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Melly. Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. To the middle, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking it.
Porzingis with the block. The numbers in their favor. Moving it up. Here's Richardson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And now a 3-point Maverick lead. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Pass to Bowl. The 3. Millsap sinks the 3-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Tell you what, Millsap's range is sneaky good now. I mean, he can draw his man away from the hoop with his 3-point shooting ability.
No good from Finney-Smith.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Got it off in time. And that one released in time, but no good. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Paul Millsap. JaVale McGee is out there at Bowl. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Marjanovic has got his first bucket in this one. Morris looking over the floor. Kicks it to Rivers. Morris passes to McGee. In close. Passes it to Bull. His first shot coming late. Jump shot is good. Bull's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And the touch Bull has is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Here's Brunson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Rivers with it. He dishes it to Bull. To the left side wing. Millsap passes to Rivers. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Gordon comes in for Bull. And Murray subbed in for Morris.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Kleba, the pass to Doncic. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Here's Kleba. The shake. Doncic finds Kleba. Jacks up a 3. No good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Jokic. And that one drops for him.
Jokic has such a feel for when to attack. And when he's moving like this, it's basically all she wrote for the defense.
Now the pass to Kleba. Shoots the 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon, the pass to Rivers. Basket, good.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Hardaway. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Outstanding execution that time. Hardaway Jr. loves being the guy they go to in these situations.
Murray against Doncic. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Outside Hardaway. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jokic draws the double. Gordon, the pass to Rivers. Here's Jokic. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor,
they got it right with the review.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Now Murray. Right side, Gordon. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Doncic. Out left to the wing. Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Floats it up for Jokic. He lobs it up. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. 7 seconds left in the game. Redick from deep three-point land. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. Look at the Nuggets opening line. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Porter. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the point guard. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Covington uses the glass to finish the layup. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here's Barton. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And it's Gordon penetrating. Can't connect from short range.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. McCollum with the bounce pass. Covington passes to Lillard. Over Murray. Lillard dishes to Covington. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Covington's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Covington with the steal. Here's Lillard. Cullen passes to Nurkic. Baseline try, and that one's good. Lillard.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Murray surveying the D. And the layup falls.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Lillard following the score by Jamal Murray. Lillard misses. And here comes the break. Oh, Porter in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard dishes to McCollum. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray outside. And there's the pass to Jokic. Tries it from the top of the key. And again, Denver no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon with that vertical and length. Please try someone else.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Murray left side. Jokic kicks to Murray. Back to Jokic. And another miss by Denver.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Pass to Anthony. The 15-footer. Rebound by the Nuggets. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lob pass to Gordon. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Simons surveying the D. And that one is off. Gordon with the defensive effort. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's a whistle. He did not want to hear his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Collins subbed in for Powell. Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Ole comes in for Aaron Gordon. Paul Millsap is checked in for Porter. And it's Austin Rivers in for Murray. Cantor, that falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Cantor is a tough cover down low.
He gets it up. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action after this word. And we caught up before the game with Nick.
Selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. JaMychal Green is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Rivers. Then it's Will Barton. Now, here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Nobody near Lillard. But they recover it. Collins passes to Carmelo. He gets that one.
Melo buries these kind of shots all the time. It seems like there's not a difficult shot in Melo's handbook.
Rivers surveying the D. Pass to McGee. Over Collins. Collins with some nice D.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Simons. And Lillard gets to Collins. Tips it up. And it's Lillard on the follow. Lillard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lillard against Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
And here are the Nuggets now. Portland making their last shot. And Millsap slams it in.
Well, at 6'8", Millsap is still a threat to get up in the air and get those down.
Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Lillard left side. Pass to Anthony. Count it.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Here's Rivers after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Rivers finds Green. Count the basket.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Lillard against Morris. It's tipped. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Green. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. There's 1:40 left in the second quarter. To the paint, here's Jones. Cantor, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got his second bucket.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Morris looking over the floor. Rivers in the corner. It's stolen by Jones. And Lillard gets double teamed. Cantor, the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Rivers against Jones. Floats it up for Millsap. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Anthony. Jones kicks to Lillard. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, keep thinking that he can't shoot it from there, and he'll prove you wrong. Lillard lofts one of those high-arching bombs.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Morris passes to Millsap. Morris inside. Covered by Lillard. Clock at 6. Here's Green. Shoots over Cantor. Green, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. A 3 from Morris, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, as he gets in... And...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Ande Hollis-Jefferson out there with Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Harry Giles is checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Robert Covington. And Lillard kicks to Giles. From deep three-point range. That shot off. Now Denver takes it the other way. Fast break. Here we go. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. The pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Inside. And the shot is good.
Yeah, Jokic did a nice job positioning himself down in the paint. Usually he's at the top of the key, but this time knew where he wanted to get the ball. Shot it on the inside and scored.
Now here's McCollum. Now Lillard. Giles. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here's Murray. Bob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Here's Porter. Nice move. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Simons, he's checked in for Lillard. And a switcher also for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Barton. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by McCollum.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Jokic. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. To the inside. And it's Simons missing. For Denver, they've gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Outside for Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Man, I didn't know he could get up like that.
There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. Simons, the pass to Jones. Lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got 6. Here's Murray. Outside, Porter. Murray outside. Passes it to Jokic. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Jokic has got 6 here in this quarter.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Here's McCollum on the mark with the 15-footer. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Murray outside. Kicks it to Gordon. Down low. Poked loose. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Jones. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. Stolen by McCollum. And the dunk by Powell.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Floats it up for Jokic. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
And so it's Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton. Jokic is out there with Green. Then there's Monte Morris. Lillard against Murray. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Just 4 to shoot. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Murray with it. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Lillard scanning the floor. To the paint. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, the size, length, and power of Cantor on full display that
time. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And it's Murray penetrating. Here's Jokic. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. In the corner, it's Gordon. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. It's good.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
Trailblazers leading by 10. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Lillard gets double teamed. Right wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And stolen by Murray. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Covington with the steal. Here's Powell. Nice D from Porter. The Nuggets trail by 8. Gordon kicks to Porter. Back to Gordon. There's the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Pass to Anthony. Murray against Lillard. On deep. Porter pulls it in. Nuggets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. He kicks to Murray. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Jokic.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moment.
Lillard with it, guarded by Murray. Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Over Cantor. Got a hand on it.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lillard. 1:09 left to play in the final quarter. And good that time. And it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Outside Millsap. This is to Porter. Over Anthony. 6 to shoot. Millsap passes to Gordon. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists.
Tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
Here is Lillard. There's the dish to Covington. Passes to Powell. For the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver.
Oh, man. Caution. Flammable.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
the confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Now, here's Lillard. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. We bring you tonight into Portland over the Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous... And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline in our home.
Kevin, thanks. Start.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center. Porzingis on the follow.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
Lillard way outside. Misses the 3. Here's Finney-Smith. Another shot. And the layup is good.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
3-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Kleba, no good. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Cullen passes to Powell. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Doncic against Lillard. Nurkic with the steal. Powell down low. Here's McCollum. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Doncic looking it over. And the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
The pass to Lillard. On the wing. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hardaway with a wide open look. No good from outside.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Lillard's got 5 now. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, he's great at finishing through contact.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Doncic against Lillard. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Knocks down the three ball.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Here's McCollum. Drops in the breakaway layup. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Now, here's Doncic to the inside. And the dunk by Powell.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball.
I think it comes from the inner.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got Enes Kanter. Collins is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Brunson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's McCollum, and he's fouled pretty hard on that. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end. Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior, gotta love it.
After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
A different look now for Portland. Derek Jones, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Doncic. Brunson kicks to Redick. Drills it from outside. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Oh, this is how Redick has made his living. He's a dead-eye shooter who has a ton of confidence in himself.
Here's Lillard. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Brunson against Lillard. It's Redick on the wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
Outstanding role player. Redick is an incredible sniper. Feels comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
And both free throws good for Redick.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Cauley-Stein in the post. He's against Kanter. 6 to shoot. Dallas again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Lillard. From deep 3-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter. It's tipped. Richardson the pass to Redick. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Here is Lillard. He's got 12. From deep 3-point range. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Zach Collins. And it's Powell in for Jones. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Nicolo Melli. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick. Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Well, this coaching staff loves when Richardson gets inside. I mean, it keeps their offense well-rounded and gives the defense a lot to worry about.
That one's not going to go. And so that brings the first half to a close. Mavericks. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you, Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 12 points, and the Mavericks. And that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the 3rd. On the court for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Such a wide open look. Doncic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Doncic against Lillard. Inside. Intercepted. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. From deep. And it's Doncic missing. And for Portland, they're shooting in this game 45%. The trade. Traps in the trade. Lillard's got 20 points.
All night long, Lillard has been taking over on the offensive end. I mean, adjusting to every defense they've thrown at him.
Here's Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Nurkic finds Powell. And here's Covington. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
What confidence from the rangy swing man. I mean, he knows what it takes to convert from there.
Doncic with it. He's got 18. From deep three-point range. Here's Porzingis. Knocked loose. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball. Nurkic kicks to Covington. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And that one's good. Lillard.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Doncic against Lillard. The drive by Doncic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 20.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. It's Covington on the wing. Here's Powell. Back to Covington. Lillard fires away from way outside. And the dunk by Covington.
Oh, I like the playmaking ability of Lillard. I mean, unpredictable in these pick-and-roll sets. And excellent at slicing the ball from the defense.
And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
And that one's good. Doncic has got 10 points in just the second half.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Kicks it out to Lillard. A 3-ball. Good on the 3-point shot. Lillard's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Drills his third 3 of the half. I mean, that's 15 points from long range for him.
Hardaway from outside. Outside, Porzingis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
At 7'3", Porzingis is almost impossible to guard, especially when he's focusing on trying to score.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Monday Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Anthony. Basket counts. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
The 3 for Doncic. The rebound by Simons. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Here's Simons for the lead. And it's out of bounds to Portland. He'll retain possession.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Mavericks ahead, they lead by 1. And don't go away, we'll be back momentarily. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Norman Powell is out there with Anthony. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Portland trailing here. Lobs it up for Anthony. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Here's Brunson. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
A springy guy. Richardson is a great leaper, and he can get way up for it, too.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. And the pass to Carmelo. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Now, Kleba. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. From the arc, the 3. Second shot opportunity. 3-pointer. That one, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Cullen passes to Simons. No good with the triple. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Richardson gets a wide open look. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Methodical from mid-range. Richardson an effective shooter, so his teammates trust his shot attempts.
Here's Simons. Misses in close. Doncic outside. Porzingis on the foul. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And the basket by McCollum.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. 3-pointer Lillard with the tip. And Cantor able to finish. Now just a 1-point Dallas lead.
The experience helping Cantor. He doesn't shy away from taking big shots.
Finney Smith kicks to Hardaway. To the middle, stolen by Cantor. Brunson against Lillard. From deep, Cantor dishes to Lillard. Anthony in the corner. Rocket 6. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Brunson. Taken away by Anthony. And again, Portland running the court in transition. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Luka Doncic. He's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 1. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Collins is checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Lillard against Doncic. No good there. And it's Portland the other way. 1:02 left in the fourth. He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead.
Hard to believe Lillard missed out on a couple of all-star selections. I mean, in seasons where he averaged over 25 points a game. They get what they want out of that trip. Now a two-possession game.
Doncic passes to Cauley Stein.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Lillard against Doncic. Pass to Ganner. Now here's Lillard. T right on him. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Richardson.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they're within reach now, but if they fail to execute, this could be it.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lillard dishes to Cantor. It counts!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. The three for Doncic. And no good. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Here's Kleba. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Porter. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the center. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Now here's Doncic. Lets a floater go. And the layup is up and in. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have 2 names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical.
Here's Doncic. Michael Porter making his last shot. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Fires top of the key. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Murray dishes to Gordon. The kick out to Porter. It's up a 3. That shot no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Puts it up from 7, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Yeah, you like when Jokic is this active on the defensive end. More blocks, please.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. That one good for 2.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Kleba, no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Jokic with the bucket.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Murray against Doncic. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. The pass to Kleba. Outside Hardaway. Murray against Doncic, and the basket is good.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Murray kicks to Porter. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Always nice to see Porzingis take some strides and get to that kind of glide.
Murray against Doncic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleba. Richardson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. Lob pass to Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
out of nowhere. Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Brunson scanning the floor. He kicks it to Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The first free throw is good. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. Cole comes in for Green. He's perfect from the line this time. Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Morris outside. Rivers passes to Bull. Yep, that one goes in there.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Now here's Brunson. Over to the wing. Back to Richardson. Here's Melly. And it's Denver with the rebound.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
McGee shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Denver shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Brunson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Morris. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 4 seconds left. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley-Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for the Denver Nuggets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
They've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Jalen Brunson out there with Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Melly in at the small forward. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Millsap. The Mavericks making the shot. Morris inside. Brunson covering. Shot clock at 5. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Richardson, and he banks in the layup.
Awesome seeing Richardson get a little tricky with the ball. Some fancy moves there.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Nicolo Melli. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Richardson. Doncic has got 8 points.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
To the inside. Wow, hammering it in.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
And Cauley-Stein has it in the corner. Richardson gets a wide open look. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And it's Gordon missing.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, comes up empty down low.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Hello, Will Barton. Transition is his best friend. It's a lot of his baskets on the fast break.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. 54 seconds left in the first half of the game. Murray, good.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Finney Smith can't get it to go. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Pass to Barton. Denver passing it around. Richardson against Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now Murray. 2 points. That one goes. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... What a start it was for Aaron Gordon. He had 11 points and 1 rebound. And that's a...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Austin Rivers. Cole is out there with Paul Millsap. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Murray in at the point guard.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Murray against Doncic. Bull can't hit. The Mavericks trailing. And here is Hardaway. He's still scoreless so far in this one. A wide open look here for Porzingis. Off the left rim and out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Luka Doncic. And Denver with a change here, too. Monte Morris is checked in for Jamal Murray. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks making a switch here. Ellie's checked in. Porzingis with the steal. Stolen by McGee. Kicks to Morris. Here's Bull. Shoot from the right block. Porzingis with the rebound. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas. And stolen by Bull. Rivers passes to McGee. Porzingis with the block.
Well, you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
6 to shoot. McGee finds Morris. And another shot. And there's the foul up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Got to be so hard to stop a drive by Porzingis. How are you going to get to where it is the ball's going to get?
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic comes in for Nicolo Melli. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Here's Brunson following the basket by Jokic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Pass to Marjanovic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Cauley-Stein. Good work there as it goes.
Cauley-Stein aggressive inside, putting the defense on their heels and in a tough spot, staying engaged.
Murray against Brunson. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
That's exactly the shot they're looking for.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Brunson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brunson's got 6 points.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Murray, the pass to Gordon. And here's Jokic. And he gets the bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays. And Murray's showing it all here, an exceptional player attacking while he's in the open floor.
This is it to Marjanovic. Here's Cauley-Stein. 32 seconds left in the third.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Marjanovic. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Hardaway for 3. Green with the rebound. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
And so it's Denver ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The pass to Kleber. Finney Smith kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. Green with the rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Porter finds Murray. Denver passing it around. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound. No good that time. Mavericks trail by 9. Hardaway passes to Kleber. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
But they'll get another chance. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Porter's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And the body control on display there. Doncic looking determined to finish no matter the contact.
Murray the pass to Porter. Launches a 3. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Doncic, here we go.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Pass to Jokic. The dish now to Porter. Murray with it. Down low, Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The drive by Doncic.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
Bol, he's checked in for the Nuggets. All free throws good from Doncic. The Nuggets leading by 8. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Porter finds Jokic. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Doncic. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Doncic has got 24 points.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Porter. Yes, that goes in.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
The drive by Doncic. Count it. Good. Doncic has got 14 points here in the second half.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Inside, the kick out to Porter. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And the 3 off target. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Finney-Smith. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Porter. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Doncic. It's deflected. Porzingis against Porter. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Denver making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And Doncic, here we go.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
And Hardaway comes to help. Left side, Porter. The baseline J. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Murray. And it's a 10-point Nugget lead.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
Barton finds Jokic. Now here's Murray. Outside, Porter. And he commits the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Doncic with the steal.
Timeout.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 8. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He's real. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Porter, and it's Gordon in at the 4 slot. Now here's Porter to the paint. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard against Gordon, and Lillard gets it to go.
I like watching Lillard shoot when he's in rhythm. He's superb at switching from dribbling to shooting in the blink of an eye.
Inside, Covington with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Covington with the ball.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Wide open look here for Murray from outside off the mark. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard misses.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Portland no good that time either. On offense, here are the Nuggets. It's a three-point game. Porter finds Gordon. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
And a deep three from Lillard. Back to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
And a deep three from Lillard. They get it again.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Murray. Floats it up for Murray. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
That screen.
Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that's done. JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Cole comes in for Gordon. And a switch here also for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Powell. Rivers against McCollum. Fires for three. Rebounded by McGee. Nuggets have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. It's stolen by Anthony. And now Portland on the break. And Kanter throws it down.
Oh, man, what a slam by Kanter. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
Rivers against McCollum. And here's Morris for three. Drills the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now here's McCollum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Rebounded by McGee. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display from McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor.
And there's the pass to Millsap. Pass to McGee. Shoots over Kanter. Sweet move. And the layup good by McGee.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Cullen passes to Carmelo. No good on the triple. Rivers against McCollum. And the slam dunk by McGee.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
McCollum deciding where to go with it, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A good close contest so far.
In the gym trying to work.
Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but deep.
When I'm training in summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2 guard.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
Pass to Jokic. Outside for Millsap. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 kept alive. Jokic goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Jokic has got the lead up to 5 now for Denver. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Lillard way outside. Lillard again missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Didn't think that was going to go in. Lillard's got 8 points.
Once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
Now here's Murray. Defense right on him.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
And Lillard gets double teamed. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Jokic. And now it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Murray against Lillard. Off target from outside.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Stolen by Collins. Three-pointer, Lillard. Trains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter. His 3rd overall.
Murray against Lillard. Here's Jokic. And the rejection by Collins.
An established defender at a young age. Collins has the timing and the reach to block shots.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got his first points of the game.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Passes it to Simons. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Outside for Millsap. Jokic inside. Covington's there. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, they are really starting to push it now.
Lillard way outside. It's not going to go for him. And the Nuggets going the other way.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Taken away by Anthony. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. Here's Simons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Barton outside. Floats it up for Millsap. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Anthony.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
A different look for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Austin Rivers comes in for Will Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Nurkic is checked in.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 11. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Gordon. And here we go. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 5 points so far.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding. And that'll...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Hole is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Rivers, then it's Porter, and it's Morris in at point guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is, a hustler, an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage. But there are few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leap. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
And here's McCollum for 3. And Kanter able to finish.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Kanter gets a lot of his points this way.
Denver leading by 10.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oop, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking ability when he times it up.
Powell kicks to McCollum. Takes a 3. Denver grabs the miss.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Great positioning on the putback. McGee's got 7.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Goes up on the block. That one rolling around and rims out.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Trailblazers trail by 14. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. Nurkic can't hit. And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. A finish, and finished off by Nurkic.
Now, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
The Nuggets leading by 13. Rivers dishes to Morris. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Morris against McCollum. Here's Rivers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And a deep three from Lillard. From beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 14.
The outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look that's going in.
Back to Jokic. To the left wing. Campazzo. And stolen by Lillard. And again, Portland running the court in transition. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. And another three for Portland.
Yeah, again, just a lackluster transition defense.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the third. Here's Murray up on top. He's guarded by McCollum. McCollum against Murray. It's Rivers on the wing. Green kicks to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. Rivers looking over the floor, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Nuggets making a change here. Barton is checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Anthony's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Lillard way outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 17. Both teams will make substitutions. Lillard against Murray. The three. Anthony left side. Over Porter. A shot by Anthony, no good.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Murray, no good. Lillard finds Anthony. Fires the three. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for Portland, they've got Anthony. He's out there with Norman Powell. Damian Lillard out there with Robert Covington. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Norman Powell.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Lillard misses.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
And another miss by Denver. Trailblazers trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. Just shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Jokic finds Porter. Lob pass to Gordon, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lillard outside. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Rebound by the Nuggets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Now the pass to Anthony. Fade away. He can't hit that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simon.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Cole Millsap is checked in for Michael Porter. Rivers comes in for Will Barton. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And here's McCollum for three. They get it back. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Nurkic with the steal. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
The free throw drops for Powell. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Murray against Lillard. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Clock at 6. Back to Murray. Puts one up from 19. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
McCollum outside. Fires the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. Back to Millsap. There's the feed to Gordon. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Lillard against Murray. The tray. Nurkic trying to get open. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nuggets.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Jokic.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Lillard's so focused, even from way outside. He knows he can still make these shots.
Rivers passes to Murray. A 3-ball. Rivers finds Murray. No good with the triple. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Lillard with no one around. No good on the quick 3.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
For